Okay, go. Survival. Survival's an emergency situation. What do I do in that emergency? So you're stuck in the middle of nowhere, the car's broken down, whatever. But my car, I carry one of these. It's my go bag. It weighs about £5. It's very basic and it's whittled down to what I really need for the next 24 hours. And please bear in mind, 24 hours, not surviving 16 days in the jungle. Now, I might have to leave the car. So I've also worked this worst case scenario. I've had to move away from the vehicle. It's on fire, it's damaged, it's in a dangerous place. And this is survival. Okie doke. So I've got the bag. I can grab the bag, I can go. I open my bag. First things I take out, soup, boil in the bag. I can have it hot, I can have it cold. It's going to give me calories, it's going to give me energy. My old favourite and staple, bacon grill. Can be cooked to the tin, can be cooked any way, it can be eaten cold. Calories, rice, carbohydrates, boil in the bag, instant rice. Beans and pasta. Okay, so that's going to give me, if I really had to whittle it out, 4 days worth of food, calories. Fruit juice, sugar, energy. Lucozade energy drink, again, energy, sugars. Right, 2 of those. Right, next essential thing. People always forget it, light. So, I've got one of these. It's a strobing light, but it also has a white light on it. So, I've got white light I can see by. It's magnetic, it's got a hook. I can stick it up, have it above the car, hook it into a tree, people know where I am, they'll find me. And that will run pretty much for 2 or 3 days non-stop. It even has an eco mode. So, it's a good survival light. It's rubber, it's waterproof, it lasts. Next thing out, never go anywhere without it. Right, a simple knife. Could go smaller, could be larger. You can back it up with a Leatherman. And it's got a ferro rod. That is my secondary fire lighting system and knife. It's not for fighting or anything like that. It is literally opening tins, cutting rope, making a shelter if I had to, freeing somebody from a vehicle if they were trapped, cutting seatbelts. String. Grew up on a farm. Everywhere I go, if I see string, I pick it up, I coil it up, I throw it in the bag. You never know when you need a bootlace. Okay, so now, this is my cook set. This is also my emergency cup. Okay, it's 1 cup. Could also double up as a saucepan, but I tend to use it as a cup or something to eat out of. Mylar sleeping bag. Can't recommend these enough. Bright orange, waterproof, 7 feet long, 3 feet wide. It is a sleeping bag. It's not padded, it's not the most comfortable thing, but it will keep the weather off me, keep the wind off me. It traps my body heat. That is my survival bag. Right, I can crawl into that. And please bear in mind, we were talking about being with the car. So if I'm in the car, I can't run the car, I can crawl into that. I'm trapping body heat. I'll survive. My emergency box. Right, everybody does these themselves. This is my emergency box. So in there, I have my favourite boiled sweets. Werther's Originals. Again, it's sugar, it's energy. In bad situations, you need to get those calories in. My favourite drink, OXO cubes. Add them to boiling water, add them to warm water. Right? They make an OXO drink. It's warm and it's filling. Med pack. In here, I have Steritabs, 4 of, ibuprofen, paracetamol, and diarrhea relief tablets. Now, don't always need those in a survival situation. That could be any day when you're out and you're about. Please make sure they're in date and they're your medicines, not anybody else's. Okay, so that lives in there. That lives in a little sealed tub. Move that to one side. Next thing out, paracord. Can't recommend this stuff enough. Okay, on there, got 30 feet of paracord. I can rig shelters, rig tourniquets. If I'm bored, I can make things out of it. Boot the car, I must let you know, I also carry a tarp. I have a simple 8 foot by 10 feet plastic tarp, folded flat, boot of the car. With that, I can rig a shelter, and I can probably sit 6 or 7 people in that shelter if I had to. Comfort, be comfortable. Instant coffee, white with sugar. Why? Because that's what I take. Instant coffee, white with sugar. It's what I drink. There's 3 of those there. Have one of those in the evening when you're feeling a bit miserable, stuck by the car waiting for the emergency services. Pot for boiling water. There's always water in my car. Gel stove, 2 gels. Okay. Most of the places I'm going to be in the UK, I can salvage a bit of wood and make a little fire if I have to. But if I'm at the side of the M25, there's nothing else to go with. I've got a little stove. It's not my primary cook system. It's my secondary cook system. This is my backup. It's pouring with rain. It's snowing. One of these will always light and will always light other material. Okay, so I can make warm drinks. If it's just going to be overnight, hey, break it down into half. Don't necessarily need to boil the water to make your drink. Just make it warm. Okay. Break one of those down in half, put it in the tub, away you go. So there's a stove. In that, I can eke that out. Keep myself full. 4 good drinks out of that using that container. Not everybody's seen these. Survival cards. Now, this is a bit more of a wilderness thing than it is anything else. But it does make you feel comfortable knowing you've got it in most situations. So, 2 brass snares. Okay, can be used for making snares, can be used for effecting repairs. Hooks to nylon, 4 of. Multi-tool. This multi-tool also has some fishing wire on it. Has a blade, it has little arrowheads, fish hooks, needles, a metal saw and a little wood saw. Okay, it's slim, it's small, it packs away to nothing. See me if you want one. We are looking at making more of those this year and improving on the design slightly. Again, it's a bit more of a wilderness tool, but it's nice to have in the kit. And lastly, but not least, my escape tin. Okay, this is based on my own experiences, and this is my survival tin. If I lost everything else, this is the one thing I will save and I will come out with. In this, I have 10 feet of brass wire. I can make snares, repair things. I can even make auto fuses with those. Secondary backup fire lighting system. Wire saw, carbide one, so you can also cut metal. And a multi-tool. Okay, very simple multi-tool. People get very complicated multi-tools. I've never understood why. All I need is a bit of an edge. Half the things on that I will never even need. But if you're bored and you're going to sit in the car for 8 hours waiting to be rescued, you could probably figure out things to do with it, or just try and work out what some of the things would be for. Okay, and that's what I carry. That is my emergency kit. That is my get me out of the poo, or I've got to be stuck here overnight. Oh, and in the lid, cotton wool balls mixed with Vaseline. Again, it's a fire lighting aid. It's very, very simple. It works in almost any conditions. The fire we have here today was lit with 2 of these. Simple as. You can then improve on your kit. You can expand on your kit. You can make your kit bigger, smaller. So, next things like I carry in the car. Now, this is my emergency kit. This is I've got to go. I also carry in the kit, in the car, a kettle. And I carry in the car instant coffee. And I carry in the car one of these, water. Why? Because I have been stuck at the side of the motorway for 6 or 7 hours waiting for recovery. It's so much nicer if you can make yourself a cup of tea, if you can then put the torch on, let people know where you are, have a book in the car, have something to read. It will make those tedious, long, scary hours go a lot quicker and a lot easier. And that, my friends, is the art of survival. Be good, Nick out.